Is it possible to choose the gender during embryo transfer? The question of whether it is possible to choose the gender of a child during embryo transfer is a fascinating topic in the realm of fertility. This process, known as gender selection or sex selection, involves identifying the sex of embryos created through in vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization, or IVF, is a method where an egg is fertilized by sperm outside the body. The resulting embryos are then cultured for several days before being transferred into the uterus. One of the most common techniques for gender selection is preimplantation genetic testing, specifically designed for sex selection. This method involves removing cells from the embryo to analyze its genetic makeup. By examining the sex chromosomes, which are Roman 24 females and XY4 males, healthcare providers can determine the gender of the embryos. However, the ability to choose a child's gender is not just a technical matter. The legality of gender selection varies from country to country. In some places, it is permitted for reasons such as family balancing or avoiding sex-linked genetic disorders. In other regions, it may be restricted or outright banned due to ethical concerns. This brings us to the ethical debates surrounding gender selection. Critics argue that allowing parents to choose the gender of their children could lead to gender imbalance and reinforce societal stereotypes. On the other hand, supporters believe that gender selection can help families achieve a desired balance, especially if they already have multiple children of one gender. In practical terms, some families opt for gender selection to create a balance among their children. This is particularly common in cultures that have a strong preference for one gender over another. Additionally, there are medical reasons for gender selection, such as preventing the transmission of sex-linked genetic disorders. It is also important to note that while conditions like endometriosis can affect fertility, they do not directly impact the ability to choose a child's gender during embryo transfer. Individuals with endometriosis may face challenges in conceiving, making IVF and related techniques more relevant for them. In conclusion, while it is technically possible to choose the gender of a child during embryo transfer through preimplantation genetic testing, this choice comes with legal and ethical considerations. Anyone thinking about gender selection should carefully consider these factors and consult with healthcare professionals for guidance.